I'm catching you lacking today. I really don't care. No more, oh my god, Mr. Baby can never catch me lacking statements. I always pass those checkpoint challenge. I don't care. Today, we're catching you lacking before we hop into the video. It's very simple. If you haven't had a glass of water in the last 45 minutes, you got caught lacking today. You gotta subscribe to the channel. It is what it is. Stay hydrated. Go get some water, all right? I appreciate you. If you have had, there you go, some water in the last 45 minutes, that's very fair to ask. In the last 45 minutes, then shout out to you. I appreciate you for passing the challenge today. But I will catch you lacking in the next video, so stay tuned for that. And again, if you did have water, don't even worry about subscribing or liking the video, because again, I'll catch you lacking in the next one. Let's move on with the video. So, as we know, they released this 2024 roadmap throughout basically August before the worldwide celebration starts, and in July/August or August, actually it's between June and July, a new SSR character obtainable via quest mode will be arriving to the game. Now, the last SSR that came out from quest mode turned out to be an LR. It was Trunks, and then Trunks and Broly, and then LR Trunks and Broly right here. Because there is a lot of time between the release of this character and the release of this next SSR character, which is coming in 2 months from now, I'm going to assume that that character is going to be another LR. It would be really cool if they start giving out LRs from quest mode, dude. Like, that would be insane. And since this is a Trunks and Broly, which may actually make sense. Again, I haven't read the story in Dokkan, so it may make sense for the story. But even if this character makes sense for the story, they could do whatever they want in the story. Like, the next chapter could literally be about anything or anyone. So we don't even, like, there's really no way of telling who the character is going to be or who the LR, is going to represent. So in this video, we're going to go ahead and I'll show you characters I want to see, but I want you to let me know, A, if you think my, these ideas are good or not, if you want to see them or not. You probably don't, that's okay. But then I want you to let me know what duo characters or what characters would you like to see from the quest mode. I just realized that all of these characters here are duo characters. It could be a solo character as well. But I think the duo of Broly and Trunks is extremely interesting in the sense that they can pair up any characters they want to, literally. And as long as they have some sort of context for it in the story, it's okay, right? So, first character I want to talk about, and I'm going to continue the Trunks theme, because I know that the story, even though, I don't follow it, I know Trunks has to do a lot with the story, right? Like, he's literally the focal point. When I say focal point, again, I've not read the story, but I know Trunks is everywhere in the story. So the first few images here I have, basically keep that in mind. One character I would like to see is a Trunks and a Bulma. Now, this card already exists in the sense of a Trunks and Bulma, but the name isn't Trunks and Bulma, it's just Teen Trunks. I want an LR, Trunks and Bulma. It would be interesting if Bulma could be holding the baby Trunks, because this is from the start to the Android/Cell saga. So this would be very interesting if they had a card like this. I could imagine Bulma, let's say an enemy attacking, Bulma holding Trunks, and then Trunks comes in and stops the enemy or whatever, and then Trunks gives baby Trunks back to Bulma, right? As like the end KO animation, something like that. The next card I'd really like to see, and again, this is it feels so unlikely, but then when you remember this, again, anything is possible. I think it'd be really interesting if we got, look, they're literally holding hands, dude, come on. A thick boy Trunks and a Cell card. I don't think that's implausible to ask, especially because of this. Dude, Z Broly, Trunks and Cell makes more sense than Z Broly and Trunks. So this would be a very interesting card. Again, categories are going to definitely be messed up in some way, shape, or form. But dude, if Z Broly could have connected hope, they can give this character whatever they want, right? So Let me know what you think about this. I don't know what the art would look like or the super attacks would look like, but it's possible. Look, dude, Broly fights alongside Trunks, so Cell can definitely fight alongside Trunks as well. Next, I have a Super Saiyan 2 Gohan and a Super Saiyan Trunks from the BoJack movie. Now, again, it has to fit the context of the Dokkan story, but it doesn't really matter. Plus, these two had very similar KO, not animations, but KO sequences in the movie where they literally gut punched Goku and gut punched BoJack here. So, could you imagine a Super Saiyan Trunks and Super Saiyan 2 Gohan where the end animation was like, I guess it would be kind of like weird because you'd have to be facing multiple enemies, but the end animation was like Trunks gut punching the enemy, and if you face two enemies, imagine like you have, again, I don't know how the animation would work, but I think this would be really cool to see, honestly. Like, I don't know. I think, or it could be Trunks and Gohan both gut punched. That'd be so sick to see, dude. That'd be really sick to see. I think this is definitely a character that, like, this is actually a realistic character combination because they both exist in the same movie and have very similar KO animation. So that could literally genuinely happen. Whereas this is unrealistic, and this is actually not even unrealistic either. But this is definitely quote unquote unrealistic in the context of the game, but not within the context of story mode, right? And then last Trunks character I believe I have here is going to be Trunks and Ultimate Gohan. I think it'd be really cool to get Ultimate Gohan on a card. I mean, we have, when was the last Ultimate Gohan we've had? Like, from Majin Buu Saga. It's been 85 years. So him, I mean, he needs his own card for sure, obviously. But I think Ultimate Gohan and Trunks as a character combination would be really sick. So this is something I definitely want to see. Another combination moving outside of Trunks would be Gohan and Chi-Chi. Again, I don't really know how everything would work. Again, maybe Chi-Chi would be in some sort of trouble. She calls out Gohan, and then Gohan comes in and deals with the enemy, whatever the case is. I think this would be a really cool card combination. Now, if Gohan could be more grown up, that would also be really cool. And I'm not really asking for a specific age of Chi-Chi or specific age of, you know, Gohan in the card, but just both of them together from whatever arc, from wherever you want to pull them from, dude, because time manipulation makes it so that you can literally do whatever you want. Like, you can have this version of Chi-Chi and then future Gohan if you really wanted to. There is no, you know, sense when it comes to, like, there's no logic when it comes to this. So you can literally do whatever you want. That's something that I personally want to see. Next, we have Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. I think seeing both of them on a card fighting together would be pretty sick. Again, just something I really want to see. Nothing too incredibly hype, but it really would be a nice and unique Super Saiyan 3 character that would buff the Super Saiyan 3 category. And hopefully they make it good, because if they ever give us this, there's no way we're going to get a Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks and Super Saiyan 3 Goku in the future. I just genuinely don't see that happening. But I don't know. You let me know what you think. And then, last but not least, we have Cooler and Frieza. Now, if they want to make this more unrealistic, they could do Cooler, Frieza, and Chilled. I think that would be like the ultimate Wicked Bloodline card. But I think Cooler and Frieza would be I mean, this is something that I think everyone wants. And to put the icing on the cake, if they allowed both to transform into their golden forms, that would be insane and a very hype character. And hopefully they put respect on that character in terms of making them good or extreme class supports or something to help the extreme class side of things, because as you can tell, all of these characters here are super class, and that's just the nature of the game, dude. Like, there's so many more super class characters in extreme class. There's so many more hype super class moments than extreme class moments. It's just bound to happen. But I had to throw in at least one extreme class character here, and you can let me know what other extreme class characters you want to see. Again, Chilled is a possibility. We don't really have do we have a Frost? We don't really have a Frost and Frieza card, do we? I know the Tech Frost recently came out, but in terms of like a duo Frieza and Frost, we don't really have that. They can do, I guess, the bigger Ultimate Wicked Bloodline, which is going to be King Cold, Chilled, Frost, Frieza, Cooler. Like I don't know what they would do. It's really possible to say, and that sounds so unrealistic. But so would this. This would also have sounded unrealistic to me if he told me this was happening before it actually did. So again, let me know what you think. What do you really want to see for the next SSR moving into the month of July or whenever exactly it's going to release? I'll see you in the next one. Take care and peace.